everybody. I'm going to strip the latest course report. So this one is for late April, early May. We'll go through our normal stuff, let you know what's going on out on the course, and let you know what we're doing moving forward. So I keep getting a lot of people say to me that I asked for rain. I did ask for rain back in October. It's now late April and it still hasn't stopped, so it can stop now. We've had biblical amounts of rain recently. I've never known a golf course is wet for this time of year. Well, even now, it's Wednesday the 26th, the weekend just gone. That weekend period we had 38 mil. The golf course is saturated, absolutely saturated. I've never known anything like it this time of year. So, like I say, I did ask for rain in October. I'm now asking for it to stop raining, please, because it really is causing us massive issues now, real big issues. So no more rain would be nice. You know whether this country's like, give it another couple of months and we'll be praying for it again. But at the minute, I don't want any more. We've had enough. We've had too much rain now. So the golf course is actually saturated. As I stand here speaking to you today, it is closed. It has been closed for the last 3 days. Yeah, don't really know what else to say about the weather. It's just horrendous. So it's still cold as well. It's just crap at the minute. That's the only word for it. It's really bad. So if we can start getting some normal weather now, that'd be great. Grass is starting to kick off. So we're stuck between leaving it or cutting it, but it's too wet to cut. If we leave it, we won't have a golf course. So it's horrible at the minute. And it's causing us massive issues. So I will run through the normal stuff that we do on course reports, and any questions, as always, drop in the comments box or see me out the course. All right then. So for this month's greens section, I've just got to say I am so pleased with the greens, how they performed. They're still rolling really good, and considering the weather that we've had, how they performed recently has been brilliant. We recently hosted the ladies amateur championship last weekend, and they was all raving about the greens. We're still getting some superb reports about the condition of the greens, so I can't fault them at the minute. They've been brilliant. They really have been good. So all that hard work that we do in the winter months and the way we look after it and the little often approach that we take is really paying dividends. So just on the third green now. I've just sprayed it. That's what them white dots are. So we're just putting out a wetting agent, a little bit of feed this morning, just to help them through. Still cut at 4 mil, so we're still not low yet, but couldn't be more pleased. I think they're brilliant. Clean, nice and tight, good coverage. You know, even with all this rain, our wet ones, with the usual ones, they're still performing quite well. 15's a little bit. It's got a couple of scabby areas on it where it keeps being underwater, but other than that, it's been really good. So the green section, I am chuffed with, really chuffed with. So all the other areas of the course, tees, absolutely fine. They're all right. They're holding up really well. The new ones as well. We've raised the height cut for the moment on tees. We're up at 12 mil now. That's just to help with wear and tear, really, where they're still a bit soft. But they're really good. Fairways again, full of puddles. Very difficult to mow, but we're doing our best with them. Same with the rough and the semi-rough. So cutting wires, all areas of the golf course, we're doing what we can when we can. It's very difficult. And bunkers, sick to death of southerly and sandy bunkers. Obviously, every time we do it, it just washes out. It's so soul destroying with bunkers at the minute. Even last week, you know, Thursday afternoon, we had all in play bar a couple, literally a couple with GUR that was still holding a bit of water. And then come Saturday morning of the Ladies Championship, it was all GUR. It's soul destroying, bunkers. But again, you know, we're doing what we can, when we can. we just need a little bit of help from the weather. But in terms of golf course, obviously it's not where we want it to be for late April, but then the weather's not where we want it to be for late April. I'm talking to you now with a woolly hat on still. It's freezing, it's wet, it's horrible. Crap is the word for this report. But yeah, that's the other edge of the course. It's what it is, isn't it? But yeah, there we go. So just talk you through a little bit on the 8th. What's going on there? I'm standing on the 14th green. Just as I'm here, if I pan down on, you may have seen this little patch of dead looking grass at the front of the green. Just to let you all know what that is. A battery exploded last week on one of the machines. Yeah, and that's what that is, battery acid. So that will die off. We might have to returf that, but we'll try and reseed it and get it back in. So if you're wondering what that is on 14, that's what it is. All right then, so I'll run you through the 8th, and then that pretty much finish course report, and we'll summarise. So the situation with the 8th, as like everywhere else on the golf course at the minute, it's quite wet. The green is absolutely fine. I'm standing on the green at the minute, and it looks really quite nice. The immediate surrounds again, so this is behind the green there, and then at the front of the green again. Really good. It's just the right hand side as you play the hole is still quite wet, so the foot traffic that we would get by opening this at the minute, being so wet, I think isn't worth it. And we've had lengthy discussions in the Greens Committee and Management Committee, and I think everyone's of the same opinion that not yet. We need the weather to improve. Obviously, in front of the ladies' 7th tee is a big lake at the minute, which obviously feeding down to here as well. So the ditches are really high. What's the point? There's no point yet. So once it dries out, we'll open this up. As I said to you in last month's report, it's going to take a little bit of setting down anyway with foot traffic. We're going to overseed it all next month. Hopefully we'll get a bit more growth in the patch areas and surround. And yeah, it's all but ready to go. We just need the weather to be. So we're going to stick with the current 8th at the minute, which is obviously not what we wanted, but then we didn't want this rain either, so it's just making the best of what we can at the minute. So that's the reason why we're delaying going on the 8th. But I say the actual green itself is absolutely fine. The immediate surround is more where everyone will be walking. I think there'll be more damage caused than what it's worth. So that's where we are with the 8th. So that's the end of the course report. So to summarise, it's quite wet. Don't think I've made that secret. The weather has been crap, which is the word for this report, and praying for it to improve. Working tirelessly at the minute to try and get things done. We hosted the Masters at the beginning of April. Massive success. Really pleased how that went, how the course held up for that. Well done for everyone involved. Congratulations to Warren for winning it. And greenkeeping lads, brilliant, absolutely brilliant what we turned out there. Really lucky with the weather in that sense, because that was wedged in between two course closures either side of it, so we were lucky there. And then moving on to the Women's Amateur Championship, again, can't odds the weather. It really hurt us, but what we did produce was still phenomenal. So brilliant, massive advert for the club, big tick for the club, big tick for me and the boys. So well done for that. Moving forward, obviously we're coming in cutting season now. We've still got a few little things kicking around that we want to try and get done. As you all know by now, we're always sort of thinking 2 months in front. Next month we've got a big fairway renovation project going on, to where we're scarifying all the fairways, overseeding and that. So look out for that. That's in the middle of May. President's Putter end of May. Yeah, the golf season in full swing. We just wish we had the weather to go with it. So please no more rain. We do what we can. we'll get things open as soon as possible. Things like bunkers and that, like I say, it's so hard at the minute with them, and it's totally soul destroying, and I'm going very, very grey on the back of it. But I'm just about to start a 2-week holiday as well, so I'm looking forward to that. So that's the end of the course report. Any questions, as always, comments, Facebook, YouTube, see me out the course, go through the office, usual sort of stuff. Hope it all made sense. Don't think I've left anything out. Yeah, brilliant. Looks like the weather improves and we'll have a good golfing year. Thanks for that. See you later. Bye bye.